It's your fault. You ignored me. Our marriage went cold. That's why I did it. That was the lie my wife, Marissa, used to justify cheating with my best friend. I didn't argue. I just threw the divorce papers at her. Adultery. No rights to any assets. I already had my proof. A crumpled receipt from the Riversidean motel for a bourbon and a Cosmopolitan. Marissa doesn't drink bourbon. I knew then the life I'd built was a fiction. My name is DeMercer, a 42-year-old owner of a thriving roofing company. I believed in loyalty. I met Marissa 14 years ago. 2 years later, we married. But 3 months ago, the deception began. Late nights, new clothes, and her phone always face down. I tried to ignore it until I found the receipt in her car. I returned home and played the fool while plotting. I hired Earl Bricks, a private investigator, and on the next Thursday night, the confirmation came. Marissa was in room 118 with a tall man. The next morning, Earl delivered the photos, and the identity of the man hit me like a physical blow. Drake Tillman, my 50-50 business partner, a man with a wife and 2 kids. The betrayal was deeper than just my marriage. I secretly ordered a full audit from my accountant, Patricia. She quickly uncovered that Drake had been skimming money for months, transferring $150,000 into a shell company. He was not just a lover, he was an embezzler. I immediately hired a formidable divorce attorney, Fletcher Kane, and prepared to dismantle both their lives. Then, a complication. Marissa's sister, Avery, confessed that she knew about the affair and warned me that Marissa was already talking to a lawyer. Avery dropped another bombshell. Marissa told me she's pregnant. I used Drake's felony embezzlement to my advantage. Fletcher gave him an ultimatum: sign over his half of the company, repay the full $150,000, and vanish or face prison. Drake quickly folded. On Thursday night, with the divorce papers filed, I drove to the Riversidean. I found Drake's Audi in Marissa's car. I knocked on room 118 and said, "Housekeeping." Drake opened the door, his face draining of color when he saw me. I pushed past him. I threw the papers at a sheet-wrapped Marissa. "You've been served." I told her the prenup was ironclad, the joint accounts were frozen, and her car had been repossessed that afternoon. I informed Drake he was finished. When Marissa desperately claimed she was pregnant, I simply said, "Maybe. Or maybe it's his. We'll do a paternity test. If it's mine, I'll support the child. You and I are finished." I walked out, leaving them in the ruins they created. Minutes later, Marissa's car was towed. She walked out of that motel to find nothing. For months later, the divorce was final. The baby was Drake's, not mine. Marissa and Drake's lives were annihilated. My business was stronger, and I promoted a trusted crew leader to partner. When Marissa's mother, Francine, tried to blame me, I shut her down. I didn't do this to her. She did this to herself. I walked away whole. I learned that the strongest thing you can do is systematically cut out the betrayal and walk away from someone who doesn't deserve you. I got my closure, my fortune, and my life back. If you made it this far, leave a like, share or subscribe to help grow our channel, and keep it alive for more dramatic stories that will surely give you awareness about the signs of cheating in your relationships, because they mostly always come with these subtle signs.